Take a stroll through any high school cafeteria and you'll be offered a variety of fast food options. Until recently, the scene in Anderson Union High School District was no different. When the district found out that almost 30% of children in Shasta County were considered overweight and at risk for developing diseases like type 2 diabetes, they decided to do something about it.
Initially, a survey was sent out to all the district staff, and they had opportunity to identify what are the most pressing concerns that we have here in terms of health for students in our district. Nutrition came out as number one across the board, and concerns about how things were going in the food service and what the kids were eating.
The Anderson Union High School District sent staff on assignment. That assignment? Form a health council. Their mission, make all cafeterias in the district more inviting and find a way to replace fast food with healthy food without losing revenue. At first, the mission seemed impossible, but a health council came up with a plan. They would completely redesign the cafeteria and change the way food was delivered. But the tricky part was how they were going to come up with the $80,000 to pay for it.
I think many committees are formed to come up with a plan or goals, and that's always great. However, if you have no funds to implement those goals or those programs, then it's just basically a thought process. But since we decided early on in the program that mom monies were going to be used to initially implement our wellness policy and then help the health council with their goals and have some funds to do it with. So I would say that the mom monies were highly responsible for the success of the health council.
MA funding, also known as medical administrative activities, comes from the federal government and can be used to improve student health. This, plus assistance from the Healthy Eating Active Communities grant, help make the district's mission possible.
It's one thing to just have a group of people meeting together to establish policy or to set goals. It's another thing entirely when you have a group of people meeting together to determine how money is going to be spent.
That transparent process of how to spend the MA funds kept staff and administrators committed to making important changes.
At the beginning of the HEAC grant, which is, we've had that grant for 4 years, we've seen some major differences in the way food is delivered here at Anderson High School in the cafeteria. We used to have the free and reduced on one side, and then the paid student would be offered food on the other side. So there was a definite delineation of who was paying for their food and who was not. And the point of sale computers that came in were incredible to get rid of all the stigma, and everybody is eating in every line now, and that's a major change.
Other tasks that seemed impossible? Removing deep fryers, taking away soda, candy, and fast food. A group of students got together and decided to help out. They called themselves Cublean. They figured the best way to get students to try new foods was to do a weekly taste test. At first, some people were not happy about these changes.
We want to encourage healthy eating, so we're just going to take the soda away, and they thought we were just, the police.
Cublean is a group around the school to make healthier choices in eating and change the stuff in the cafeteria, change the food choices to healthier stuff and get healthier stuff on the menu for breakfast and lunch.
Some of the things that I missed was the soda was one thing, because I was an incoming freshman when they made the changes, and so the soda was one thing, because I was used to getting my Sprite in the morning, and then when it was gone, it was kind of it's kind of gone now. So.
One of the things to remember is when you're trying to make a big change like this, it has to be done in steps, done slowly, and it has to be done in a way that is acceptable to the student body and staff through education.
By the end of the Healthy Eating Active Communities project, the Health Council had accomplished their mission. They purchased new pizza ovens to make healthier pizza, They bought restaurant-grade water fountains. They used NutriKids, a software program that helps analyze the nutrition content of their lunches and increases the number of healthy options.
Actually, the changes have been very dramatic. If you want to come right down to the numbers, we're up 66% in our participation in the school lunch program. 2 years ago, we served 136,000 meals, and forecasting it out, it looks like we're going to break 200,000 meals because of the changes that we've made here in our department. Our staff is happier, our students are happier.
Well, they started adding more like organic stuff in like the pizza sauce, and they took away the machines for sodas and flavored drinks. Then they've added new stuff to the breakfast menu, which is like really nice, so we have more options.
Like what?
Like oatmeal, granola with like a little bit of milk, and a new oatmeal bar, which is, oatmeal's like my favorite, so it's good.
I think that Anderson Union High School District as a whole is a role model. We've shown that by working together, by forming strong partnerships, you can make changes and make a lot of difference in our students' lives. And if we can do anything, we can teach others that school lunch isn't school lunch anymore. It's a very important teaching tool